My girlfriend confessed that our first date was supposed to be a pity date. Follow or subscribe for more stories. We had been together for 3 years and were already talking about marriage, so hearing that almost knocked the air out of me. I thought I knew the beginning of our story. What I did not know was that she had started it with an exit plan. I had a crush on her for years before we ever dated. We went to the same school, but she was one class ahead of me, and my crush was not subtle. If I stood near her, my friend smirked. If we sat close to each other, they teased me until I wanted to disappear. So I was sure she knew. Everyone knew. But I never had the courage to ask her out. After school, we moved to different parts of the world and were not even connected online. She became one of those people from your past who still lives in your head. Then, about 3.5 years ago, I went to a friend's birthday party. A mutual friend from school was hosting it, and when I saw her there, I froze. It was definitely her. She was even more confident than I remembered, and somehow even more beautiful. A few old friends were there too, and of course they remember my crush. They kept nudging me to talk to her, so eventually I walked over with my heart basically in my throat. She recognized me. We talked. It was easy, which surprised me. Before the night ended, we exchanged numbers and socials. Later, I quietly checked if she seemed single. When I did not see any obvious boyfriend, I asked if she wanted to hang out. I fully expected her to say no, but she said yes. That first date went better than I could have imagined. We had a lot in common. We laughed. We made plans to meet again. Then one date became another, and eventually we were officially together. For 3 years, the relationship felt better than the fantasy I had when I was younger. She was funny, sharp, affectionate, and genuinely happy with me. We were even discussing marriage. Then last weekend, we hosted her best friend and the best friend husband for dinner. Her best friend was someone I knew from school too. After dinner, everyone except me was pretty drunk because they were staying the night. We were sitting around talking when her best friend turned to my girlfriend and said she felt proud seeing us so happy together. At first, I smiled. It sounded sweet. Then she kept going. She said my girlfriend had not even wanted to give me a chance. She said my girlfriend only agreed because her roommate kept pestering her to go on one pity date with me, and the plan was to let me down easy afterward. The room changed instantly. Her husband noticed the awkwardness and guided her away to sleep. I looked at my girlfriend, and I could see the stress all over her face. We went to bed soon after. When she came in from changing clothes, she was already crying. She took my hand and asked me not to take her friend's words the wrong way. I asked her if it was true. She admitted it was. She said that when I asked her out, she knew I had always had a huge crush on her. She did not want to be cruel and reject me harshly, so she talked to her best friend, who was also her roommate. Her friend knew me and tried to convince her to give me a chance. My girlfriend was not convinced at first. Eventually, her friend suggested 2 or 3 dates, and then my girlfriend could gently let me down. So that was the plan. But then we clicked. She realized she actually wanted to keep seeing me. And 3 years later, there we were, talking about our future. I hugged her and told her it was okay. I said it was water under the bridge. And I meant that. Mostly. But it still hurt. On one hand, I had somehow ended up in a serious relationship with a girl I used to have a huge crush on. Not only that, the relationship was better than anything I had imagined. On the other hand, it stung to know she only agreed to that first date because she pitied me. I did not want to punish her for something that happened before she really knew me. I also did not want to sabotage a wonderful relationship because my pride got bruised. The next morning, her best friend apologized. She said she had gotten too drunk and only meant to take credit for playing matchmaker. Instead, she blurted out details that were not hers to share. I told her she did not have to keep apologizing. In a strange way, I had her to thank for that first date. After she and her husband left, I sat down with my girlfriend and told her how I felt. I asked why she had been so hesitant to go out with me in the first place. She took my hands and explained it carefully. She said it felt awkward. She had known for years that I liked her, and I was younger than her in a class below her. Friend from back home used to tease her with my name, and almost all her mutual friends knew about my crush. So when I asked her out, she was worried that I was already more invested in her than she was in me. She felt like I had her on a pedestal, and she was afraid the real version of her would never match the fantasy I had built. She also admitted that back then, she thought I might be a little weird. Honestly, I had a laugh at that part. Then I asked what changed after the first date. She told me I did not give her the creepy feeling she had feared. I was happy and nervous, yes, but I was just a guy with a crush. And once she actually spent time with me, she felt real chemistry. Then she said that after 3 years together, she thought she had a bigger crush on me now than I ever had on her. That got me. It did not erase the sting completely, but it changed the shape of it. She had not chosen me because I was pathetic. She had been cautious because being put on a pedestal can feel uncomfortable, and she did not know yet whether I liked the real her or just the idea of her. Once she saw the real me, and once I got to know the real her, the relationship became something neither of us expected. After that conversation, we went out to dinner at the same restaurant where we had our first date. We even tried to order the same dishes, but one of them had been discontinued. So we ordered something completely new instead. That felt right. We could not recreate the beginning perfectly, and maybe we did not need to. The beginning was awkward, messy, and not as romantic as I thought it was. But what came after was real. We were planning to go ring shopping in the first week of December. I still wish I had heard the truth in a better way, but I'm glad we talked about it. I'm glad she trusted me with the uncomfortable part, and I'm glad I did not let one painful detail make me forget 3 years of love. Would you be able to move past how the relationship started if everything after that proved it was real? Follow for more stories.